Hey guys, it's Maddie from Healthy Hints. In today's workout, we're going to be completing 5 different exercises focusing on all the muscles in front of our abdominals. If you're looking for a complete ab workout today, then do all 5 of these exercises, 30 seconds each, 3 to 5 times through, with 1 minute of rest in between each round. If you're only looking to do a couple of these exercises today, no worries, the same guidelines apply. Do each exercise for 30 seconds, 3 to 5 times through, with a minute of rest in between each round. Before we get started today, I want to talk a little bit about the muscles we're going to be using. So with our abs, we typically always think about that six-pack muscle, right? For those of you that don't know, that's called our rectus abdominis, or our RA. So our RA muscle lies right at the front of our stomach, right? So we have the upper and lower parts of that muscle, and what people tend to think is that our upper or lower abs are actually a different muscle group, but that's not the case. Our RA is what lies completely in front, and there's no division. You can work the upper part of your RA or your lower part, but it's the same muscle. Moving on, we have our obliques, which are on the outside of that muscle, right? So we have our internal and external obliques. Whenever we're working in a cross-diagonal fashion, like our bicycles or the Russian twists I'll be showing you later today, that's when we're targeting those muscles. Finally, we have our transverse abdominis, or TA. That lies underneath our RA muscle, and it's responsible for providing a lot of stability for our core muscles. If you're looking to engage your TA muscle, think about trying to bring that belly button in towards your spine and not letting your belly bulge out. So now that we have a little bit better understanding of the muscles we'll be working today, go ahead and grab a mat, let's meet on the ground, and we'll get started.
Think of this exercise as a reverse sit-up. Instead of starting from the ground, we're going to start from the top of a sit-up motion, making sure to keep a long, flat back, hinge back at your hips, and lower yourself down to the ground as low as you can. Pause for a beat, then pull yourself back up, focusing on keeping that belly button drawn into your spine and your back flat. Remembering those two cues helps ensure that we're recruiting the right abdominal muscles and not sending the exercise into our lower back, which often happens when we fatigue. So, with that said, make sure you're only going down as low as you can while maintaining a solid, straight trunk. We're going to be completing a side plank, so if we want to be either down on our elbows or up on our hands, the choice is up to you. Just make sure either your elbow or hand are directly below your shoulder and that your shoulders and hips are rolled back and stacked. That way we're maintaining good alignment and engaging all the right muscles. If staying in this position is enough of a challenge for you, stay here. But if you want something a little bit more, add in this rotation. While it's your elbow moving down towards the ground, think about moving from your shoulder. That way, you don't miss out on the crunch from your obliques. For this exercise, we'll be flat on our back, with our hands underneath our sits bones to help support our lower back. During the whole range of motion, make sure your lower back is flat on the ground and that it isn't arching up at any time. You'll start with both legs straight above your hips, and then slowly drop one leg down at a time to the ground. Remember to keep that belly button drawn in and to breathe. If doing one leg at a time is too easy, kick it up a notch to do both legs at the same time. The goal of this exercise is to drop your feet as low as they'll go to the ground without them actually resting there. Try to lower and lift your legs at the same speed for the maximum benefits of this move. This next exercise will have us starting in a front plank position, down on our elbows. The first part of this exercise has us staying in our good front plank form, trying to maintain a straight line through our head, back, and hips. It's really important with this exercise that our lower back doesn't arch out and that we're able to keep our hips high. Moving from this front plank position, you're going to move one knee up to your elbow at a time. This is why this movement is called a spider plank. You kind of look like Spider-Man. Try to get your knee up to your elbow while maintaining stable hips so that they aren't wobbling from side to side, and you're bound to feel this movement in no time. Now we're going to be twisting from side to side to really target those oblique muscles. You'll be sitting with your knees bent with the option of either having your feet on the ground, one foot off, or both feet off the ground. While maintaining a straight line through your spine, twist slowly from side to side. Make sure that your head follows with whatever direction you're turning. With my clients, that's the biggest mistake I see with this movement. By rotating your full spine, this helps keep your back nice and healthy. If you want to make this move a little bit more challenging, you could always grab a weight or even a gallon of milk to add some extra difficulty.
So hopefully you feel the burn just as much as I do. And if you have any questions or comments about today's video, leave it below and we'll get back to you. And until next time, stay well, friends.